It is another cold weeknight in Melbourne amidst the traffic and general chaos that comes with living in a big city. Out of the spotlight, the Chatterbox bus is on the street trying to find and help young children sleeping rough.
There are a number of young people in and around Melbourne's CBD and surrounding suburbs that are either homeless or at risk of homelessness.
It's another night for youth worker Anthony, who drives a Chatterbox bus. So what's the aim?
The aim is to get young people off the street, into housing and into employment, and then hopefully making a positive change in their life.
We first head to Freedom Park under the rail lines and next to the Yarra River. The Whitelion service provides outreach support in Melbourne every Wednesday to Saturday nights. When the Chatterbox bus arrives here at Freedom Park on the banks of the Yarra every Wednesday night, it's a chance for those people sleeping rough to start a conversation. The motto is to get them off the streets, onto the bus and eventually into the jobs by providing support services and counselling. Kids don't necessarily see homelessness as whether they have a house, but rather their connection to family, the presence of fear, and of course feelings of instability. Julian went through all that. He left home, ended up sleeping rough in Melbourne's north.
I was on the streets in sunshine for a little bit.
Talk to me about that experience.
Oh, that was pretty horrible. I dropped my weight a lot, so I was about 70 something kilos, and then at the end of it, like when I actually asked for help and stuff, I think I was just under 40 kilos, so I dropped a fair amount of weight.
It's at that point he boarded the Chatterbox bus and sought support from Whiteline. It was a big decision, a big change from dealing with government services.
I come to a city and I met up with the Whitelion crew and like the Chatterbox crew.
What's the difference between these guys and dealing with the department?
These guys don't really judge too much. You know, like they listen. They let you talk and stuff. Like they're more. It feels more like they actually care rather than others that don't.
The main aim for Whiteline is to provide an encouraging, safe environment to get people on the bus. They mainly deal with 16 to 18-year-olds. It's about providing the internet and food, but then also the start of a conversation.
Well, it's never give up really, and really want to connect. So, you know, the connection is so important that we reach out, connect with the young people and work out what's going on in their life, what brings them to want to be, or not want to be, but to be sleeping on the streets.
And so what ages do you try and encourage to get onto the bus?
So we work with 12 to 25-year-olds.
12, wow.
Yep. Not as often. Generally, if there is a young person who is that young, we'll assist the help of child protection.
Do you ever find yourself shocked by the ages of some of these homeless kids?
Yeah, I'm still surprised. I've been doing it for years and I still get blown away at times. Yeah.
But in Julian's experience, it isn't just about finding a job.
I think the lack of housing. There's not much housing options out there for people. And then there's some people actually prefer rather being homeless because of the expenses of actually having a house.
It sounds like a massive task to get people in that frame of mind to be off the street and then into a job. Talk to us about that process.
Yeah, look, it takes time. So, what the bus does is it provides, as I said, a safe and supportive environment. We're staffed with volunteers. The young people can access the bus, they get to know the volunteers, we start to build rapport, we build trust with them.
And what we want to do is get them back into school, get them back into a job, back into stable housing, and get them off the streets, basically.
A service that tries to provide a link between children and government support to help get youth off the street.